Okay,
All right, let's
friends,
do this.
we're going to re-review Suntory Whiskey, and it really took me very hard to not do that in a Japanese accent. Suntory Whiskey Toki from the House of Suntory Whiskey, established in 1923. This is a Japanese blend whiskey. Although I believe now that we've established and drank a few blends, blend does not necessarily mean bad.
No, definitely
In fact,
not.
many times it can mean good. So I'm just going to do a little splash.
Yeah, sure.
And then if you want that square ice cube.
Are they big square ones?
Yeah, which is nice because they don't let a
That's
lot of
dope.
water out, but they cool it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's dope. Yeah, Chris got fancy. He's got this little pouch. It's like a little cooler pouch. And there's giant ice cubes in it. That's fucking sick. All right.
Smells good.
It does smell good. So for those that don't know,
Yeah, give the backstory on this.
we reviewed this whiskey, but we kind of fucked up because I guess Audrey bought the bottle. She bought us this whiskey, this Japanese whiskey, and then also a coffee whiskey. I forget which coffee whiskey it was.
Kavi or something like that. Kavani, I don't know.
Anyways, we had the coffee whiskey first, and then the same day, and then we tried this. So our taste buds were skewed from like right off the hop.
And this was also when we would just be like 3.8 or 7.9.
Yeah, we would just throw out a number. It was for sure our lowest rating, but it wasn't a fair rating because we didn't just try this. We didn't have anything to like cleanse the palate. Nothing. It was like coffee whiskey. You rinsed your glass out and had a swig of water, and then we dove into this.
And we hated it.
Yeah, both of us fucking hated it.
I've already tried this, so I'm gonna reserve. Not gonna say anything till you have yours. It's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like sour.
Oh, I did not get that taste.
Sour or bitter? I don't know.
I thought my first sip was fantastic,
Okay.
but we'll go through it.
Also, for those wondering, it's also 10:40 a.m. on a Sunday.
They weren't wondering what time it was. Thanks for baiting our scene. What the fuck is the other fucking criteria?
Tell me which ones you have written down, and I'll tell you. Struggling hard, eh?
It's early, bro.
See, now they're not wondering.
No. Now they're like, why do they keep saying it's early?
Yeah. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Chris.
What do you think of their virgin?
I'm going to go 7.5 on the virgin. I don't know. Like, I got to try it again, but to me, it almost seemed like sour or bitter.
I'm going to go...
Like, as soon as it entered my mouth.
I'm going to go 8.4.
You liked it.
It was a good... Whatever I got was good.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Very tasty.
It's got flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got good flavor.
Yeah. He really shit on this whiskey.
Yeah, we did. Sure did.
Yeah.
What I do remember us really shitting on was the burn that lingers after. Or like there's like that acid reflux burn.
I have that right now.
Yeah. It doesn't last
not
too
huge.
long, and it's not as bad as I remember.
Subtle, but it's there.
And it's no worse or better than most of the shit we drink anyways, I would say.
I think the reason I shit on it was because I thought it had no flavor. But again, I just had that coffee whiskey.
We said it had no flavor, and it just burned.
Yeah,
What's the
it
review?
just tasted like alcohol, and
Fucking
it doesn't.
Idiots.
Yeah. I like the smell, though. I don't know what it is.
It smells really good.
Like one of the best smelling whiskeys we've had.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.8 on the smell.
I'm pretty much right there with you. 8.7.
It's kind of
smells great.
It's kind of deceiving.
Very.
Because it's a very light whiskey.
I wasn't expecting much.
And usually the light whiskeys are not heavy on flavor. And I find like the smells.
It smells like very alcohol.
Yeah. And this is not.
No, this is great. Okay, second taste in the books.
I get a little tingly on my tongue. Holy shit, these are gigantic.
Yeah. Almost spilled it.
Slippery.
Slippery when wet, buddy. Holy shit. Second taste, I definitely am tasting something a little bit.
How much you want? Just
about the same amount. I can't get wild at 10 in the morning.
Is that good?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm getting like a little bit of a strange flavor, but I wonder if that's just because this is not like we're used to North American whiskeys. We're used to fucking British whiskeys.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is just like a byproduct of being from the fucking East and Asia
maybe,
that we're not familiar with.
Yeah. There's something that's like biting my tongue, and I don't know what it is. Like the very tip. I also didn't get all that bitter. Maybe it was just because it's early and
yeah, you probably had coffee on the way here.
I had coffee before I left. Yeah. But yeah, what do we got there? Smoothness, finish, and flavor. Mm-hmm. What's it like with the ice?
It's pretty good, honestly. It's not much of a difference, I don't find. Changed a little bit.
It took away that bite that I was getting.
I didn't get the bite even on my second straight up shot.
Yeah.
I'm finding it hard to find much wrong with this, I'll be honest with you.
I think it's very smooth.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to go 9.1 on smoothness.
Okay.
It's there with everything I've ever had.
Yeah. I'll mimic you on that because it is my flavor. I'm gonna say this is 8.7.
Okay.
8.7. Again, I wish I was better with.
I wish I could identify the flavors,
like stuff in it, but it's very tasty.
I'm gonna go 9.0.
Okay.
And the reasoning for that
9 flat
is it has it has good flavor. Again, what you said, can't pick out what the flavor is, but it also has a unique flavor to it.
Yes.
It's quite different.
And I think it's to your point that it's
an Asian whiskey. It's from Japan.
It's from Japan.
Do shit differently.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a Japanese whiskey because they're doing something else to it.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's like unique in that sense.
I would love to try a bottle that's not blended.
Yeah, I think we got to do some research and find some more Japanese whiskeys. But right now, this is a tale of two fucking episodes because the first one I'm like, I'm never drinking Japanese whiskey again or some shit probably.
I'd never wanted to touch this bottle again.
I know. You were dreading. We almost reviewed it 7 times by now and you're like,
yeah, because the weekend after, I think we were watching like the UFC fight or some shit and it was like me, you, Eric and Rob or somebody.
Yeah.
And we're like, we have a nice bottle, but there's not much left of it. After that, we have 2 shitty, or ones we didn't like. We had the Gibson 12 or the Japanese.
And both of those are very, very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Japan.
What's the last one? Finish? So my finish is going to be a little lower. Not crazy, but just due to that acid reflex, burn, afterburn, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's just sitting there. And it's not heavy. You're right there?
Yeah, I'm just
praying to the gods.
I'm just actually was like just trying to take it all in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will say it's a 7.8 on the finish.
Yeah, I'm higher than you on that.
I'm just not a fan of that. Like,
yeah,
it's just sitting there, and it's sitting there a little longer for me, I think.
This hasn't like I just took my sip a couple seconds ago. I haven't even gotten the burn again yet. But I'm not like can't believe we're figuring this out for a while, but I think that's a byproduct of fucking drinking straight liquor. You're going to get some sort of burn.
Yeah, but
some are worse than others. I don't put this we've drank worse in the recent weeks, in my opinion.
Sure.
As far as the finish goes, the flavor lasts the whole way, I find.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you asked me if I was praying to fucking Jesus, but I was trying to
the gods, not just Jesus.
I was gulping it back like a fucking seagull to try and get all the flavors. But I'm going to go 8.4.
Okay.
On the finish. I find the flavor holds and the burn. There isn't a burn on the way down. There's that very like small burn that's like a byproduct of drinking whiskeys, I find. Not much different than the other shit we drank before.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, I'll tally these up.
Let's fucking tally.
What's your thoughts on this? I'm very pleasantly surprised, obviously.
I'm really looking forward to the next one. I do want to see if these guys, Suntory, if they do make one that's not blended. I would imagine because they've got to have others to blend with. But I wonder if some of these blended whiskeys and companies that do them, I don't know how big Suntory is, but if they're only doing, like they do the blended because they're doing smaller batch of 2 different ones and then making a big batch of their blended.
Well, I think that's what we looked up with the scotches.
But I'm saying like this is their only bottle. Like they don't put out like whiskey 1 and whiskey 2 that they're blending.
I would say this is it. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the reason that they blend it is based on the ingredients that they have available to them.
Okay.
From what we read, I think it was the Bell's Scotch whiskey. So they'll use a cheaper ingredient, make a larger portion, use a more expensive ingredient, make a smaller portion, then find the perfect blend between the two, so you get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just assuming that's the case for most blends now.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to look it up because that's the answer.
That's the answer. That's facts. It's the hard, cold truth.
All right. I am an 8.7 on this, and I feel like that's a pretty good representation
Again, we're
of how I feel about the bottle.
Yeah, we're pretty close. I'm at 8.4. And again, I think
solid,
for me, I think that's where the bottle lands.
Yeah, solid fucking bottle. I'd recommend it to anyone. I don't know
if I would recommend it to anyone.
I'd recommend it based on, any whiskey drinker.
Yeah. Somebody that's been drinking whiskey and likes whiskey.
And wants something a little bit different, because this is definitely nothing like a Scotch or an Irish whiskey or an American bourbon or a rye.
Yeah.
Although it is, you're drinking whiskey, you wouldn't be able to place it, I would find. So it's definitely unique. So that's why I got it. That's why I'm saying I'd recommend it to whoever the fuck would ask me. Not that anyone would ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you have it.